No action taken here by the judges. Order finish will stand as posted. Results of race 5 are official. King James Express, 1180, 690, and 850. 6-2 exact is $66 even. $2 triple 627, 664 even. The $2 pick 3, 6, 1, and 6, $999. Up next is the 6th race. It's the Cameo Hills Farm New York Sire Stakes Final, and it's for 3-year-old fillies. Start of the $1 pick 4. Post time coming up at 9:18. Here's the rundown of the 5th race. Sexy Blue Chip 4th. Town Gossip 2nd. Sauvignon Blue Chip scratched. Major Makeover 6th. American Courage 7th. King James Express the winner. Carry the Torchman was 3rd. Stop Staring 5th. 156. Top down is 4-2 scratch 67135. 3-year-old fillies on the track for the 6th race. It's the Cameo Hills Farm New York Sire Stakes final. Purse of $225,000 to start at the pick 4. One is Galleria Gal, owned by Teresa Donnelly, and Fernando Arnesti Jr., the driver's Matt Kakeli. Number 2 is So Rude, owned by Jeffrey Lyons, Glenn Goller, and Abraham Basson, the driver's Joe Bongiorno. Number 3 is Hen Party, owned by Crawford Farms Racing, driven by Tim Tetrick. Number 4 is Racine Bell, owned by Chris and Dale Lawton, the driver's Jason Bartlett. Number 5 is Moaning Lisa, owned by Let It Ride Stables and Bottom Line Racing LLC. Jim Marone Jr. will drive. 6 is Dragon Roll, owned in partnership by Henderson, Mondillo, and Minowitz, driven by Dexter Dunn. Number 7 is Precious Alexis, Jordan Stratton for Zip It Racing Stable. And number 8, the Scotty Domenico trained Eye Popping, owned by William Hart, will be taken to the gate by George Brennan. 6th race, the Cameo Hills Farm New York Sire Stakes final for 3-year-old fillies. It starts to pick 4. They'll be at the gate in 6 minutes. Three minutes. Just 2 minutes to post. Now just 1 minute, final call for race 6. Three-year-old fillies heading to the gate for race 6. It's the Cameo Hills Farm New York Sire Stakes final, going for $225,000. This field is in the hands of the starter. Set for the Cameo Hills Farm New York Sire Stakes final. Three-year-old fillies sent on their way to a perfect beginning. There's Racine Bell from mid-pack. Between horses, Hen Party, Galleria Gal, and So Rude between fillies. Around the turn and sweeping up on the outside to take the lead is Racine Bell. Racine Bell leads it by 2. Coming up to challenge on the outside, Tetrick with the favorite. Hen Party quickly put in the game. Toward the inside, it's Galleria Gal third. A gap of 2 lengths in fourth to So Rude. Then it's the little filly Moaning Lisa. Behind Lisa at the inside is Precious Alexis. Dragon Rolls outside of her, parked out in the trailer, is Eye Popping. The opening quarter was 27-1. Three-year-old fillies on the far turn the first time, and Hen Party. Hen Party endorsed as the 2-5 favorite. Leads it over Racine Bell. She's very keen sitting the pocket. It's a gap of 2 to the Galleria Gal. So Rude gives the favorite a 5.5 length head start. Then to the inside is Moaning Lisa. And out tipping to the outside to be first over is So Rude, and grabbing her cover, Dexter Dunn with Dragon Roll. Precious Alexis and the trailer is long shot Eye Popping. They went a half mile in 56 seconds flat with 1 lap to go. With the advantages, Hen Party going up to challenge on the outside is So Rude. She's all in. Toward the inside in third is Racine Bell. Galleria Gal is fourth toward the inside, a bit on the right line. Fifth is Moaning Lisa. No response from Dragon Roll. She's about 7 from the top and beginning to lose ground. And then comes Precious Alexis and Eye Popping overmatched. They've gone 3 quarters in 1:23 and 4, 27 and 4. Third third quarter. Final turn, 3-year-old fillies in the Cameo Hill Farms. Final, leading it here by 2 is Hen Party. On the inside, Racing Bell dropping back was So Rude. Then on the inside, Galleria Gal, Moaning Lisa moves to the far outside with late kick. Homeward bound, it's Hen Party. Moaning Lisa on the far outside. In between horses, Galleria Gal close to home. Hen Party, Moaning Lisa takes second. It's going to be Hen Party. Hen Party takes the Cameo Hills Farm. Final for 3-year-old fillies. From a strong closing, Moaning Lisa, Galleria Gal in 153-1. Number 3, Hen Party was first. 5, Moaning Lisa at 99-1 finished second. 1, Galleria Gal third at 29-1. And 7, Precious Alexis was fourth, and she was 99-1. 153-1. Returning to the winner's circle, taking tonight's sixth race, the Cameo Hills Farm New York Sire Stakes final for 3-year-old fillies. Hen Party, owned by Crawford Farms Racing of Syracuse, New York. Trained by Tony Alana, driven by Tim Tetrick. That was 4 in a row and 7 of 9 on the season for Hen Party, who has paced the mile here in 153-1. Race 6 is official. Hen Party, 280, 240, 210, 35 exacto, 155, 351 triple, $835. The $2 pick 3, 163, $1,901. 10-cent super 3517, $580.35. Race 7's up next to start the $1 pick 3. Reminder on the 9th and final, Matt Kakaley will drive 8 Max Jackpot. Post time is at 9:37. Here's the rundown of the 6th. Galleria Gal 3rd, So Rude 6th. Hen Party, a race winner. Racine Bell 5th, Moaning Lisa 2nd, Dragon Roll 7th. Precious Alexis 4th, and Eye Popping was 8th in 153-1. Top down is 36152748. Here's the field for the 7th race, New York Cyrus Stakes final. 3-year-old Colts and Geldings start the pick 3. 1 is Hobbs, all by Run the Table Stables, driven by Jason Bartlett. Number 2 is Bourbon Express, owned by Salvatore Volo, James DeArmond, and Jessica Ocusco. The driver is Tyler Buter. Number 3 is Ball Caps and Blue Jeans, owned by Miller, Means, Kentuckiana Racing, and Crawford Farms Racing. In the bike, Corey Callahan. For Chaptiama, Ryan Sears for the Purple Haze Stables LLC. Number 5 is Burkharry J, owned by Kenneth Jacobs, driven by Scott Ziron. Six is Take the Credit, owned by Brixton Medical Incorporated, handled by Oki Svanstedt. Seven is Beer 30K, owned by Don Atlas, driven by Matt Kakeli. And 8 is Barn Holden, owned by Pratt, Purple Haze Stable, and Out in the Country Stable. Here is the green and gold of Jeff Gregory. That's the field for race 7. 3-year-old Colts and Geldings, New York Cyrus Stakes final. Post time coming up in just 3 minutes. Final call, 1 minute. 3-year-old Colts and Geldings for tonight's 7th race. New York Cyrus Stakes final are approaching the gate. It's post time. But now 6 Take the Credit is delaying the start. Kelly Young, please contact the judges. Kelly Young, please contact the judges. We have a short delay in the start of the 7th race. Short delay. In the 7th race, we have a late scratch. A judge's late scratch. Number 6, Take the Credit, has been scratched. It's a late judge's scratch. Number 6, Take the Credit, out from the 7th race. There'll be reruns, win, play, show, exacta, triple. Pick 3s involving the 6, Take the Credit, where we begin this 7th race. Pick 3, again, late scratch, 6, Take the Credit, a judge's scratch. Now the 7th race trotter has been summoned to the gate. 3-year-old Colts and Gelders in this New York Sire Stakes final. Again, that late scratch at number 6, Take the Credit, a judge's scratch. Approaching the gate. Field is in the hands of the starter. Three-year-old Colts and Geldings lined up ready for race 7. Here they come. They're racing off stride when Ball Caps and Blue Jeans. Good start for the rest. Center of the track, there's Chaptiama showing speed. Toward the inside, Hobbs a step quicker. Hobbs takes the lead from Chaptiama. It's a length and a half back to Bourbon Express third. Barnholden from that outside post came away in good order. 6 off the lead while in fourth. A gap of 2 lengths to Burkharry J. And then Beer 30K. And it's a long way back to the early breaker, Ball Caps and Blue Jeans. They approach the quarter pole. Jason Bartlett has Hobbs on an uncontested lead. Hobbs leads it by a length and a half from Chaptiama. Then it's another length and a half back to Bourbon Express to an opening quarter in 28 3. In mid-pack is Barnholden. Barnholden and Gregory sit about 5.5 or so from the top. Burkharry J's got work to do. And then comes Beer 30K. And the distant trailer is Ball Caps and Blue Jeans. So these 3-year-old Colts and Geldings make their way to the half mile, and Hobbs is the dictating speed here, leading it by a length and a quarter from Chaptiama. Making a break just before the half was Barnholden. Barnholden is off stride. They go a half mile in 58 4. That was a 30-1 easy second quarter for Hobbs. Hobbs out on top here by a length and a half as Chaptiama sits right there in the pocket. Every chance is the second choice at a gap of 2. Bourbon Express in third. Length and a half back fourth. That's held now by Burkharry J, who's about to move to the outside. 5 lengths from the lead. Trying to latch onto that cover is Beer 30K. And left behind the 2 breakers, Barnholden and Ball Caps and Blue Jeans. 3/4 in 1, 28-1 as they move on the final turn. Hobbs has had things all his own way. On the outside, Chaptiama. Bourbon Express is losing ground third. Burkharry J's dropping back fourth. Fifth along the inside is Beer 30K. So they're in the stretch, all in pursuit of Hobbs. Hobbs leads it by a length and a half on the outside. Chaptiama is now 2 lengths behind. Hobbs is getting away. It's going to be Hobbs. Just too much here. Won it by 2.5. Finishing second, that was Chaptiama. Third goes to Bourbon Express and Beer 30K, fourth. Unofficial winner is number 1, Hobbs. Second, 4, Chaptiama. Third, 2, Bourbon Express. Fourth, 7, Beer 30K. In a final time of 1:56 3. Reminded the late scratch in this race, number 6, Take the Credit, was a late judge's scratch. Moving back to the winner's circle, the unofficial winner of the 7th race, New York Sire Stakes Final for 3-year-old colts and geldings from Run the Table Stables. It's Hobbs, trained by Jim Campbell. Another one in the win column tonight for Jason Bartlett. Hobbs trots the mile here in 156 and 3. I can direct your attention to the winner's circle as we welcome members of the New York State Gaming Commission. Race 7 is official. Hobbs returned 460, 230, 210. 1-4 exactor is $8.80. The $2 triple 142 good for $31.40. Up next, the 8th race, the final of the New York Sire Stakes Final. It's the Blue Chips Farm New York Sire Stake Final for 3-year-old colts and geldings. It starts the late double. In the 9th race, Matt Kakali drives number 8 Max Jackpot. And post time is at 10:06. There's the official results of the 7th race. Hobbs, your race winner. Bourbon Express, 3rd. Ball Caps and Blue Jeans, 7th. Chapdiama, 2nd. Burkharry J, 5th. Take the Credit was a late judge's scratch. Beer 30K finished 4th. And Barn Holden, 6th. In 156 and 3. That was the 5th win in 7 starts this season for the Credit winner gelding Hobbs. Rechecking top down is 1-3-7-2. 5 scratch, 4-6. Here they are for the 8th race. It's the Blue Chip Farms New York Sire Stakes Final. 3-year-old colts and geldings. Start of the late double. The purse is $225,000. Number 1 is Splash Brother, owned by Schnitger, Nolamura, Arnold, and Flannery, the driver's Tyler Buter. Number 2 is Blank Stare, owned by James Crawford IV, Harmony Oaks Racing, and In Over My Head Stables, driven by Corey Callahan. Number 3 is SSG Stables Ideal Perception with Brian Sears. Number 4, JK's Last Chance, owned by Daniel McKasak, driven by Jordan Stratton. Number 5 is the Irv Miller trained Genius Man, owned by Ronald Michelin and Daniel Plouffe. In the bike, Marcus Miller. Major Bets, number 6, owned by Janazelli, Harder, and Nina Rachel Frost with Dexter Dunn. Seven is Save Me a Dance, owned by Mr. Robert Key with Jason Bartlett. Rounding out the field is number 8, Groovy Joe, owned by McIntosh, McKay, Hutt Racing Stables, and Hoofbid Racing, the drivers Matt Kikali. It's the Blue Chip Farms New York Sire Stakes Final up next. 3-year-old colts and geldings to start the late double. In the 9th race, Matt Kikali drives number 8, Max Jackpot. 5 minutes to post. Three minutes. 2 minutes. Post time in just 1 minute. Three-year-old Colts and Geldings for the 8th race. The Blue Chip Farms New York Sire Stakes Final are approaching the gate. It's post time. Gates rolling. Set for the 8th race. The Blue Chip Farms New York Sire Stakes Final for three-year-old Colts and Geldings. They're on gate. They're racing, all departed well. From out of a crowd, Genius Man, blank stare between horses, far outside, Major Bets, and on the inside, Splash Brother. Around the turn, in between horses to grab a short lead, Genius Man, but Major Bets on the outside, up to challenge, and now goes off stride. Major Bets has made a break. Length and a half back now, Splash Brother, and now the favorite moves out to challenge for the lead. 3 lengths back in third to Blank Stare, then Ideal Perception. Back on the outside pacing is Major Bets, and right alongside of that one comes JK's Last Chance, Save Me a Dance, and Groovy Joe last of the 8. The opening quarter was 27 seconds flat. It's Splash Brother and Tyler Buter who have the top by a length and a half from Genius Man. In third is Blank Stare. Major Bets has recovered after the break, but is first over here. About 5 lengths from the lead as they proceed to the half mile. Shuffle back was Ideal Perception, and then comes JK's Last Chance, shuffle next to last, and then on the outside, Save Me a Last Dance, and Groovy Joe. Red Shadow Roll is the trailer. It's 7 lengths from top to bottom. They went a half in 56 seconds flat, 29 seconds, second quarter. Here in the Blue Chip Farms New York Sire Stakes Final, and they approach the backstretch. Heavily favored, Splash Brother continues to shoulder the load. On the inside is Genius Man. Major Bets is laboring and dropping back now toward the inside. Blank Stare. Ideal Perception on the outside, soaking up a late rally. On the inside, JK's Last Chance is saving ground as they come after Splash Brother. 3 quarters in 1:24 and 1. 20 to 1 third quarter. It's Splash Brother taken on the outside by Blank Stare. Inside third is Genius Man. In between horses, JK's Last Chance. In between rivals, Ideal Perception is flattened out. 3 wide, Save Me a Dance, homeward bound. And Splash Brother's on the ropes here. Splash Brother on the outside is Blank Stare. Blank Stare is doing the better work close to home. Blank Stare's got it. Blank Stare takes the Blue Chip Farms New York Sire Stakes final in a final time of 152 and 2. Number 2, Blank Stare first. 1, Splash Brothers second. 5, Genius Man was third. And 8, Groovy Joe was fourth. It's unofficial. I'll be back to the winner's circle to take the Blue Chip Farms New York Sire Stakes final for 3-year-old colts and geldings. An upset at 10 to 1 is Blank Stare, owned by James Crawford IV, Harmony Oaks Racing Stable, and In Over My Head Stables, Florida, New York, and Wisconsin. Trained by John Bootenshane, and Corey Callahan had the drive. It's the third win on the season for Blank Stare, who has paced the mile here in 152 and 2. And we thank all our sponsors here tonight at the Night of Champions, as Blank Stare closes out the Sire Stakes events tonight. Race 8 is official. Blank Stare, 22.40, 7.50, and 3.30. 2-1 exact is 73.50. $2 triple, 215, $378.50. 10-cent super, 215 and 8, $112.70. Ninth and final, driver change for 8 max jackpot to Matt Kikali. Post time at 10:24. Here's a rundown of the 8th race. Splash Brothers second, Blank Stare your race winner. Ideal Perception 7th. JK's Last Chance was 5th. Genius Man 3rd. Major Bets finished 8th. Save Me a Dance 6th, and Groovy Joe 4th. 152 and 2. Top down is 217, 538, 64. Post rating for the ninth and final. Open handicap pacers. Purse $25,000. One is Flaming Flutter, owned by Team Triton Incorporated. The driver is Jordan Stratton. 2 Crockett's Cullinan, owned and driven by Larry Stolbaum. Number 3 is Leonidas A, owned by the Jesmerel stable with Dexter Dunn. 4 is Caviar Luca, owned by Kalura Burke Racing and Weaver Buscemi. In the bike, George Brennan. 5 Gratian Hanover, owned by Jennifer Bongiorno Stable LLC with Joe Bongiorno. Number 6 is Speedman N, owned by DeLoyne Stable and Pitbull Stable LLC, handled by Scott Zeron. There's 7 American Mercury, owned by Let It Ride Stables Incorporated and Bottom Line Racing LLC with Jason Bartlett. And rounding out the field here in the finale is 8 Max Jackpot, owned by Howard and Michael Oriel. Note the driver change to Matt Kakali. That's the field for the ninth and final. Post time in 6 minutes. Post time in 3 minutes. We've got live action continues on Monday night. First race at 7:12. Final call. 9th race coming up on 2 minutes. 1 minute. One minute. Ninth race, open handicap finale field approaching the gate. It's post time. The gate is moving. Set for the ninth and final. Open handicap field is on gate. Racing in the nightcap. Out quickly from mid-pack is Caviar Luca, far outside. American Mercury timed the gate well. Inside it's Flaming Flutter and Crockett's Cullen. Crockett's Cullen off stride and takes 4 of them wide. Around the turn, going wide was Leonidas, Gratian A, and then also wide was Speedman, and Max Jackpot was compromised by the breaking Crockett's Cullen, who caused a big mess there as they head to the quarter pole. Flaming Flutter at 4-5 leads it by a length and a half of Caviar Luca through an opening quarter mile in 26-3. Finale field on the far turn the first time. It's 2 lengths away. American Mercury third. Dexter Dunn has Leonidas in mid-pack and 5.5 from the lead. And then comes Gratian Hanover, Speedman, and Max Jackpot, who were all compromised by the breaking Crockett's Cullen, who's languishing far behind the rest. They head over towards the half mile, and Flaming Flutter by a length and a half. Caviar Luca in the gold hood sits the pocket. Length and a half back in third to American Mercury. Flushed out there by Leonidas. To the outside, third up is Gratian Hanover. The half mile was 56 seconds flat. Shooting the gap while saving ground there is Speedman as they approach the backstretch. Down to the inside, seventh is Max Jackpot. Up the backstretch, it's Flaming Flutter. On the outside, American Mercury continues to badger the leader. Toward the inside, third is Caviar Luca. Leonidas is right there in the vanguard. A threatening second over fourth. Fifth and behind rivals Speedman and Gratian Hanover's third over. 3/4 up in 1:24-2. 28-2 third quarter final turn, and Flaming Flutter turns aside American Mercury. Toward the inside, Caviar Luca. Leonidas is catching the eye with Dexter Dunn on the far outside. Into the stretch in the nightcap, it's Flaming Flutter. Leonidas on the outside means business. Here's Leonidas on the outside to grab the lead close to home from Flaming Flutter. Leonidas from off the pace. Flaming Flutter's second, third was Speedman, and then Caviar Luca and Gratian Hanover. Unofficial winners, number 3, Leonidas A. Second one, Flaming Flutter. 6, Speedman. Third, 4, Caviar Luca. Fourth, 152-3. Returning to the winner's circle, Leonidas A, owned by Jesmerel Stable of Scarsdale, New York, for trainer Sheena McElhenney, and the winning driver is Dexter Dunn, 152 and 3. Life best for the Mach 3 5-year-old brown gelding Leonidas A. Race 9 is official. Leonidas A in the nightcap returns $11, 370, 270, 3-1 exacta, 1940, 3-1-6 triple, $290.50, late double 2-3, 194, pick 3, 1-2-3, $813 even. The pick 4, 3-1-2-3, 1,285. Pick 5 carryover into Monday's card over $5,900. Again, the carryover over $5,900 in the pick 5 for Monday, and the 10-cent super 3164, $69.80. Here's the rundown of the 9th race. Flaming Flutter second. Crockett's Cullen was 8th. Leonidas A, your race winner. Caviar Luca 4th. Gratian Handlebar 5th. Speedman 3rd. American Mercury 7th. Max Jackpot 6th. 152 and 3. Top down is 281 45376. This concludes this evening's live racing action. We're back at it on Monday night. First race post time at 7:12. On behalf of the entire staff and management, this is track announcer John Herndon saying thank you and good night.